Growing up in Tasmania, Dr. Greg Clark set his sights on becoming a professional AFL player. During a visit to Melbourne, St Kilda agreed to give him a run.
As soon as I got on the ground, I realised that I was not AFL material. So I tossed that in and moved to science.
And so began a career that would see him lead global tech companies and spearhead the way we communicate. He credits his early mentors while doing a PhD in nuclear physics at ANU in Canberra with encouraging him to think big.
The value of mentors can't be overstated.
Out of university, he received a Harwell Fellowship in the UK, applying nuclear physics techniques to semiconductor technology. He then moved to CSIRO, where his work on mineral physics and semiconductors saw him recognised by the Australian Academy of Science in 1979 with the Pawsey Medal. Soon enough, he was being headhunted by IBM Research in New York.
It was the best research period of my life. And the thing I learned there was teamwork.
The team wasn't small. He was surrounded by 700 research scientists, creating technology that still underpins computing and communications today. Dr. Clark spent 15 years at IBM. That included setting up joint research programs with Australia, such as establishing a supercomputer facility at the Australian Institute of Marine Science in Townsville to monitor water flow between the Great Barrier Reef and mangroves. The project won a United Nations Environment Award. And then in 1993, he got a call from Rupert Murdoch asking him to run technology for News Corp.
I think I've been very lucky in life. That was perfect time to go to News Corp.
It was a time for big changes in big media. Dr. Clark was responsible for transitioning News Corp from analogue to digital across films, print and television. He even lived on the famed Fox Studios lot in Los Angeles. Dr. Clark was becoming increasingly interested in satellites and took a position as Chief Operating Officer and President of the world's largest commercial satellite manufacturer, Loral Space and Communications.
There's almost no aspect of our society that isn't dependent on satellites now.
Dr. Clark says no matter which role he's had, science has always underpinned it. Because science, he says, is key to a nation's future across all disciplines from health to defence, agriculture to manufacturing. As a Fellow of the Australian Academy of Science, he wants to advocate for science to be given a seat at the table whenever key decisions are made.
I think the Academy needs to push to get on that table.